Also, let's go live. There you go. We are now live, and I should probably lower the volume of my mic on stream, because they are probably going deaf. I think this should be good. Yes, good. Okay, I just need to confirm that they can hear you guys, so please, yeah, thank you. Okay, no need to annoy them, just to sound something. All right, now that you got all the people that are not watching us annoyed, let's begin.
Excellent.
Yes, you haven't done any recapping lately.
That would mean I'd have to open my journal. All
Yes,
I
that's
remember
what I
is
thought
that
of
we are
using.
on our way to the Cave of Blood.
Cave of Blood.
Let's see.
Blood of the cave.
Wait, I made 2 entries last time. Did we start at the town, or did we start at the suspicious cave with the suspicious, possibly dragon?
Suspicious cave.
Right. So that part of the entry. Yeah. We faffed about in the cave, groveling as one does in front of creatures you don't understand, and we are now slaves in some manner. I'm sure it'll come back to bite us in the ass at some point. But we made it. That is the important part. And we headed back to town and handed in and made some negotiations with Jegax and found out that his nephew is quite the character as well. And we have now been sent onwards to the Cave of Blood with slightly more intel, but it's still probably far worse than the job description suggests it might be.
No. Why would you think that?
I don't know.
Sure, it's nothing to be worried about. So you
I'm
all
not sure
have
if
traveled.
I missed out on anything.
Sorry?
I'm not sure if I missed on any key points.
I don't think there was anything.
No, nothing major.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything major that needs to be. Yeah.
Well, we renegotiated that and ended up that nobody really wanted those boat tickets, so now we're getting paid instead.
Mm-hmm.
And a certain moon elf has been given some quite forbidden knowledge. I can't wait to see how that bites us in the ass. And I'll be there supporting.
And I'll be there biting.
I don't think you will be doing the biting, Stephen. Unless you want to eat the ghoul, I'm not sure. That's just weird. Anyways, you have traveled a day on the road with nothing of note to mention during the road trip. There is very little traffic at the moment on the road, apart from a few guards that you met up on the road. Nothing much has happened. You parked alongside the road during the night, and my cat has decided for some reason to lay just beside my foot, so it's very uncomfortable at the moment, but alright.
The feeling
decided to
that time of year has started again, and it's currently 28 degrees in my room.
Nice. So, in my room, it's actually colder. I actually would like it to be 28 degrees, but it's not. It's like 21. And I'm getting messages. Kaiser, oh, there you go.
I'm just going to be straight up. I do not remember the job we took.
Okay, someone wants to remember him? To remind him? Sorry, not to remember him.
I never remember him.
I would always remember him.
You remember me.
So, anyone wants to remind him?
I don't see
in the quests available. We're heading to the Cave of Blood.
I don't see anything that says quests available.
Under lore.
You do see it now.
Lore.
We're going to find a design schematic. And we know that there are. Oh, what did he say was in there? Knolls? No.
You need my reminder?
It was Knolls, he said, was in the caves,
No, it's not
right?
Knolls.
No, then I'm wrong.
Bullywugs. Not bullywugs, sorry. Bugbears, I mean, bullywugs.
Bullywug bears.
I wouldn't mind some bullywugs too.
Bully bear. There you go.
Yes. Bully bears.
Not bully wears. And bully wears. That's actually awesome. I should make a note of that. This is a creature I need to make. Anyways,
Oh no, what have we done?
during the night, I would like Chloe to roll D100.
Chloe is AFK.
Alright. Cash, you roll
That
D100.
is- 71.
Just 2 off.
What's the guard order?
I'll take one.
What is the usual guard order? I try to remember.
You want to have a constant order? I can then save it once, and then I will have it.
I forget what it was. I'll take the first one.
I will
Right.
take last.
Right?
We just need 2 in between.
Yes.
Oi, you want second first or second last?
I think Chloe's away. Yes. A guard order.
You want-
Which guard order do you want? I mean, which
You want
turn?
second
You
first?
can also have like the third from the first.
No,
Yes.
it's the second first or the second last. Those are your options.
Yeah. The second, all the first.
Micro, which one do you
or
want?
the third last.
Micro, which one do you want?
I think I'll go with the third last one.
So that is. That's
Second.
9. One moment, I'm just double checking something. No, it's. I will forever do mistakes in the names. And Aurelia. And in case Kaiser shows up at some session, or rather next session, what's his character name again? Togren. This is the guard order. That okay?
Tis.
Good. So I will make a handout of guard order. This way you don't need to tell me anymore what's the order. There you go. Just show to player just so it's written. So you guys can correct me if ever you want to change this. So Admin. Around about 5 minutes before you are about to go to Maris to wake him up, you start hearing some footsteps in the darkness. Whoever is moving in the darkness seems to be moving so that he's not trying to be stealthy. It seems to be coming from kind of someone who just entered the road and is starting to march towards you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wish to do anything?
Keep an eye out for now.
You keep an eye out. I believe you have dark vision or not?
I need to remind myself. I think I do. I'm a halfling, right?
Yes. Halflings have dark vision.
I don't think they do.
Do not actually.
They
No.
do not. He relies on making his long,
I would,
sharp, pointy sword shine.
Yeah, I would put light on my sword.
Mhm.
The light-
I would guess that you already had it. I mean, we're just going to assume
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you're
That's
guarding
what
with
I'm
actual light.
Uh-huh.
It takes another couple of minutes before you can actually see a face of a humanoid kind of showing in the dim light range.
Mhm.
The person kind of seems to kind of avert his eyes a moment because of the light, but slowly tries to get used to it before he continues to approach. He kind of gives a slight wave and talks in a low voice, saying, "Hi." Just says hi for now. Do you want to respond?
Okay. You didn't say anything for me.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
So he'll walk kind of like, so he's standing between the group and this person,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll like say, "Hello there, what brings you to our camp at night?"
I've been searching for you guys for a while. I mean, a while. A few days. I wasn't sure where you were exactly, so I've been searching you along the road, hoping that I will meet you.
I
You
see.
probably don't remember me, but we were on the same boat that sank.
Right. A
I
lot of
was
people on
with
that boat.
I was with 3 other people who, well, they didn't make it. Or rather, 2 of them died on the boat, but one died not too long ago. It's a it's a bit of a long story, but to kind of shorten it, when the boat sank, we swam ashore, and from what I understood from the town, you stayed on the shore and awaited someone to actually get there. As opposed to us, who started to travel. Both of us started to travel inland, not knowing exactly where to go. We just kind of went wherever. About a few hours after we got on the shore, we encountered some gnolls. A lot of gnolls. We were
I
captured
see.
by them. And after my companion was killed, I managed to escape their encampment. But I did manage to get something of worth from there. And I thought that with your help, we might actually get away from this island.
I see. I see. Do you mind to discuss all this till everyone's awake? Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Sorry, I was just so happy to actually see that I found you.
Right. He'll kind of like, as he's hearing this story, try
Mm-hmm.
to, first of all, recall if he'd seen him before.
Sure. Roll history.
As he's actively being asked to recall his memory of whether he's seen him before.
Mm-hmm. As you kind of try to recall if you've seen him, he did look a bit different as in clothing, but you do recall him being kind of cheerful, talking with 3 other people that were on the ship.
Okay.
He, at the time at least, he was sitting with a female sitting on his lap.
Okay.
The cheerfulness that he had back then seems to have gone away, at least for now. He seems much more serious and a bit. I don't think that's the correct word, but dark, as in
Somber.
somber. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. After you kind of tell him to wait for morning, he just kind of sits down a bit away from the camp, just to not be too close, to not disturb. Mm-hmm. But he just kind of sits there looking around. I'm guessing you wake up Maris?
Yep.
Maris.
If he's back, that is.
Steven? I love the timing that he has always.
Perfect.
Always somehow
He
goes
has
AFK.
been gone for 2 minutes.
Yeah, but he always chooses just before this thing.
Before it's his guard, or before the conversation switches to him.
Yes. It's amazing. He manages to do it every time. Does anyone want to switch with him just so we can continue?
I don't think I can properly convey being Steven.
No, I mean switch with him as
No,
in
like,
you would
as in,
have been
like,
guarding.
he did his guard earlier, and now it's your guard, kind of thing. Because we skipped everyone else's guard, didn't we?
Oh, right. Well,
Yes, no?
oh, right. Yeah, he was the last one in the turn. For some
Yeah.
reason, I thought Chloe was before that. I'll do it.
Okay.
Alright, I'll be waking you up then. As you're being woken up, I'll say,
The one seems to have survived the shipwreck.
you kind of like do a hand gesture towards the guy.
The guy just kind of waves cheerfully towards you.
I asked him that we wait till everyone's awake to do proper introductions, but he seems harmless enough.
Well, well, it'll be nice to have some company during the watch.
Indeed. I'm gonna hit the sack.
I'll get up and check on the fire and
Mhm.
get ready for the guard.
You get ready for the guard. You gonna add some wood to the fire just so it will continue to warm up the night.
Does
A
he
few minutes
recognize
later,
me?
he does. At least
Despite
he
the
seems to
changes?
be. He's not talking much. He's kind of seeming to be keeping quiet, as though someone told him to wait until morning.
At this point in the development, Galeron's already lost every bit of hair on his head, so he's looking a bit different than he used to.
But he still seems to respond as though he knows you.
Interesting.
So, I understood that you guys made it to shore and made it to the town of Artroy.
They did. I didn't.
Well, I'm just confused about one detail about you guys. You weren't together on the ship, were you?
Some of us were.
Oh, right. It was a long journey. Back.
It was. Pity we didn't make it to our destination. But it's been so long, I've even forgotten where we were headed originally. This island is starting to feel like home.
What happened to you? You seem different.
No, that's just my curse running its course.
Is it contagious?
It hasn't been so far. And it's been 4 years now.
Well, I hope it passes. I don't know.
Well, I'm hoping to find a cure at some point at least.
Well, maybe my news is good news then. I might have a way for us to get off this island.
Join the club.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Join the club.
Oh, you have a way off.
Possibly. Joel also has a way out. Possibly.
I wouldn't trust a goblin with that.
Well, nothing else. This island's got history that likes to keep people here.
Well, my solution is, well, I'm guessing you guys use magic?
Some do.
My solution is magical, and should be very fast if we can manage it.
Not for me then.
I'm guessing you frown upon magic?
No. We just can't do any.
Oh, no, I don't. No, I'm not asking you to cast it.
No, good.
I just need help to set it up.
Well, I'm
Anyway,
sure the others would be more than willing to discuss the fine details of that with you.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just go off to check for some mushrooms I saw along the way for some spellcasting components. I'll be right back.
What's your name, by the way?
I'm Bob.
Nice to meet you, Robert.
Bob, not Rob.
Mm-hmm.
He just starts heading off into the bushes. You can see him kind of crouching and searching for something. Shortly after. Yeah, sorry.
Is Maris familiar out and about, or did you store that in your pocket dimension?
Pocket dimension.
Dang it!
Why?
No.
Wake me if you need it.
Well, I was hoping to not wake anyone. I'll be keeping a very close eye on this fella.
A few minutes after he goes into the bushes, he comes back holding very proudly a few mushrooms in his hand. He then proceeds to go to wherever he was sitting, and you can see him take a small rock and starting to crush it into a small bowl that he had. Before wrapping, kind of putting it in a small sack and putting it into his backpack.
Can I discern what kind of mushrooms they are?
Would you have approached to actually check it out? It would be completely okay. Okay. So roll perception. Let's see how well you saw them. Do you have dark vision? Just a question.
Yes.
Okay. You saw mushrooms, but due to dark vision being dark vision, you just saw it without color, basically black and white. Without coloring, it's very hard to discern what kind of mushroom it is. You do know that it is a largish mushroom in type.
Yep.
And it has these small spots, but again, no color, so you don't know what colors it is or such.
I'll hold up a packet of rations and be like, I mean, you can have rations if you really want food.
Oh no, I'm fine with food. That's well, I killed a wolf not too long ago, and still have some dried up meat.
Nicely done.
It wasn't fun. So I'm bearing
But
some
it was
loss.
necessary.
I used to be only eating vegetables before I got here. A couple of weeks at the Knolls changes you.
I can imagine. You do what you have to do to survive.
I'd rather not discuss what I had to do.
I understand. As long as you remember that it was done because it was necessary.
Oh, I quite know that. I didn't do anything horrible. It just... These are
Even
not...
if you did do something horrible, survival is important.
Well, yeah. So unless you want to discuss anything further with him, he will go quiet and wait.
Yep. I'll maintain my watch, and then that was the last watch, wasn't it?
Yes. Morning arrives, and you can see him kind of looking up at the sky as the sun starts showing. You can see a smile kind of forming on his lips, seeing the sun actually is finally coming to be. Before he starts kind of arranging some of his backpack and taking out a large tome and starting to go through it as you start waking up the people. Mm-hmm. All of you are awoken in the morning. You can all benefit from a long rest, a normal long rest. All temp HP you can delete because you didn't have a good long rest. You all notice that guy still sitting on that same place he was sitting earlier. Though now he seems to be reading a book or a tome.
Everybody, this is Bob. Bob, this is everybody.
As I wasn't here, can I get a quick visual Bob?
Bob seems to be wearing robes. He has a small kind of not hat, but his robe kind of being on his on the back as well, on his head. A hoodie, basically. You are not sure what race he is. You know he's humanoid, but his face is, now that it is daytime, you can actually notice that he's very pale and he has this small red splotches on his face.
Steven was there at all to hear what he said about the introduction, right?
I don't think he was.
No, I was making muffins. I was hungry.
Short recap, he came and introduced himself to be another fellow from the second ship. Yes. And he offered a magical way of getting away from this island.
Okay.
That you don't know yet in character, but I'm just recapping so you know what happened between the rest. So as you all wake and start kind of, after Galeron basically introduces you, you can see him kind of looking at the tome for a moment longer before kind of closing the tome and looking towards you all and putting it in his backpack. So I'm Bob. Sorry?
I just saw Kaiser sign in.
Oh, you're low volume today, Steven.
Yeah, I think I need a new headset.
I was louder there for a short while.
Yeah, I moved my mic.
Move it closer.
Just amplifies TeamSpeak.
How much closer? Because this doesn't stay still.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just think of it as, you know, that cool move they're doing in action movies when they're speaking on voice comms, holding out their ear and just, come in. Just think you're doing that every time you're talking. Relevant for actual, this is...
Anyways, what would you guys want to do?
Thelarr would tell him to start his spiel while he's checking himself out in the mirror and eating rations.
Oh.
User entered your channel.
Hey, Kaiser. Hey, Kaiser.
Everything's too bright.
Good morning.
This is what happens when your brain is no longer smooth.
It's now lumpy.
Take me back.
Anyways, short recap. You guys have gone through a night. A guy from the shipwreck has been discovered, or rather has discovered you guys, and has an offering of getting off this island using magic. That is the short recap. His name is Bob. And that is where we're continuing, basically with him sitting there and about to say his spiel again because he was asked. So, as he said, I'm Bob. I don't know exactly what you want me to say exactly, but you guys, as I understood it, after the shipwreck, you were on the shore before you were discovered by locals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, me and my companion, the one that survived, traveled inland. We tried to avoid the storm, run away from it. After a few hours traveling, we got caught by some gnolls. We were captives there for quite a while. My companion died there. I managed to escape. But I came upon some interesting magic to escape this place, this island. And having heard that you guys survived, and hearing that you, made quite the name for yourself, maybe you can help me, and in exchange I can help you get off this island. Mutual help. Please not everyone at once.
This magic that will help us leave the island, is it specific?
Teleportation magic.
Uh-huh. Do you know where it goes to?
I know where it goes to, yes. It's a teleportation circle.
Can I roll history to see if I actually remember this guy from the ship?
Sure. Remember him from the ship, but you think you recall him from a bar you went once. You think he played some poker and cheated?
I don't know. This information all seems very loose. I'd feel more comfortable if you could tell us where this teleportation circle would take us.
That's a secret. Here. I want you guys. Oh, this is the wrong map. 1 sec. I'll really delete that other map. If you can see the map, the teleportation circle leads to where you originally wanted to get to.
You see Maris looks incredibly enthused right now, and okay, yeah. Help for help.
I thought it's fair.
Maris is just nodding. Looks to the rest.
The rest of you? The rest are asleep, apparently. Wake up!
No.
I mean, Valerian's made it perfectly clear he's not of the magical Orient, so he can't input on this.
I know, I'm just waiting for the rest of them. Yes. Micro?
So, we're doing what exactly? Like, using magic to teleport?
Yes, that's the idea. I need your help because, having been captive for a while, I don't exactly have the material components to do this.
Right. And this would be able to bring all of us?
Well, according to what I know, a teleportation circle, everyone within the circle could travel with me.
Right. Do you know where one is, or do you need to make one?
I need to create one, which is why the cost exists. But not only that, before I can use this, I need to study it and actually put it in my own writing so I can actually cast it. This is crude instructions and the wording of how to do it, but in order for me to be able to do that, I need to put it into memory.
Right.
So I will need basically monetary help. It's not much, but I need it in order for me to actually be able to do it.
Right.
Insight check. Is this guy trying to scam us?
What is that?
What?
He seems
Three
legit.
sixes in a row.
Do I use my potion of inspiration on this?
Whatever you want.
No, because it might be another 6. No.
Oh, okay. So he seems legit.
That's concerning.
So
Yeah, Maris is looking very enthusiastic and happy that this person has come along.
So does it interest you guys, or should I do it by my own?
Definitely interesting. I think it's worth a shot. Seems a lot easier than what we've been cooking.
You've been cooking something?
The phrase.
Thought that you literally had something cooking that will get you off this island. I was worrying somewhat.
This, random sausage we found that gives you wings. Definitely.
Seems to kind of look at you strangely for a moment. Not sure if you're serious or not, but I think I read about that.
Cool, right?
Yeah. It was a research by the wizard. But never mind currently. I'm guessing you're heading somewhere if you're on the road. Where should I meet you guys?
Elliot, what do you think about this?
I'm not entirely sure why we would trust somebody that's just run up to us in the middle of nowhere saying they can get us out of here.
I do
You don't remember
them
him from the ship?
being on the ship, yeah.
Just
Listen,
more
I'm-
confused that none of you are interested in the actual magic itself.
Oh no, I will definitely be taking notes when we're there.
Yeah, it'd be quite useful. Would it be much more costly to let multiple people learn this trick?
If once I've studied it and written it, I could create a scroll for you guys.
Right.
I don't
Be fair.
mind sharing it. I should be, though, honest about one thing. This magic is way beyond me. But I think that with others weaving in their magic, we should be able to do it.
What do you say, Maris? Erlev? Want to try this?
Arleth would look cautious, but she'll nod.
I would like to know if, in my experience with magic, that multiple casters of a can multiple low-level casters cast into a high-level spell?
Roll Arcana.
Oh my god!
The answer is you've heard of it. The art of weaving magic together is much more complex than self-casting.
Okay.
It's more complex in regards to it will take much longer to cast any magic using that, but it is possible to, in this way, kind of cast in a higher level. It will take more magic out. I mean, more magic as in you will be sacrificing some spell slots to actually finish casting this. But it should be able to be done if you spend time preparing for it, basically.
What about different casters? Like, different types of casters, divine casters,
It's not
customers.
that is not an issue. I mean,
Okay.
many wizards and warlocks and priests. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
As long as the caster can use can do magic basically.
Okay.
I mean, I will say this, for divine casters, it will take a bit longer to actually train to actually do it correctly, because their magic is less about their training in magic and more kind of coming from their god, so they need to kind of learn how to correctly use it, but it's possible. So where are you heading? Or, I mean, a better question, where should I wait for you?
We were heading back to Joel once we're done with this task. I'm sure he has got more for us.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it would be a place you could procure some materials, or at least look for where to buy them.
I will probably stay out of the town for now because I don't have any money, and I don't want to be asked for money for staying.
Makes sense.
I will probably have a gander around town, but I will be sleeping outside of town.
As he says he doesn't have any money, right after he says makes sense, he'll touch some pouch of 30 silver.
He kind of catches the pouch clumsily and then kind of looks at you for a moment before opening it. Oh, thanks.
Should get you by if you really need it.
Tonight it probably will. Thank you. I won't forget this. So, I'm guessing it won't take too long for you guys to make it back.
We're planning this to be like a day trip. If it drags, maybe 2, or in the extreme 3.
I mean, it will take you a day to arrive back, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start making then my... Sorry?
Don't forget the possibility that we die.
I hope not. I need you guys, so... Do you need me to come along, or will you be okay?
Laren shrugs. We have no idea what's waiting for us. Goblins aren't exactly giving as much information as they can. They told us to deal with the pack of 8 gnolls, and when we got there were over 20.
That was the other request, yeah. So we are more careful now.
Well, if you want, I can join. If you don't, I will head my own way towards Truel. Just offering my help so you won't die.
I'll look to the rest and see what they think.
I don't mind having another one along. You able to handle yourself in a fight?
I'm less of a killer. I'm more
Right.
I can help
Supporting
you
kind.
survive. Yeah.
Makes sense. We'll try to keep them away from you then.
Well, before I got here, my trade basically is a potioner. I make potions.
I've been dabbling in that myself. Made a couple healing potions recently.
I got free from my captivity using potions, so I think I have a knack for it.
Interesting.
He kind of looks at Arlieth, Togrin, and Maris. Do you object to me joining?
I have no issue with it.
Maris, Togrin?
No objections from me.
Togrin?
Wibble.
Wibble. Which means yes or no?
Go ahead.
All right.
Wobble is no, I believe.
Wobble is no? But he said
yes,
wibble.
Wibble is yes.
Oh, wiggle is yes. Okay. So, who's going to lead the way? Because I have no idea where you're going.
That way. Actually, just follow me.
Are you taking the cart with you?
I'll clank on my armor and just go. As you can tell, I'll be in the meat shield.
I hope you don't mean literally using your meat.
Been there, done that.
That doesn't sound healthy.
As I said, you do what you gotta do.
Very well. So you guys continue on your way towards the cave. After a bit, as you start climbing a bit the mountain to get to the opening, you can see the opening is at a spot where there is no path that the cart will be able to reach, or rather, it will be very hard to get the cart up there. There is a path about 50 feet below it that seems to go around the mountain and basically to the top, but it won't cross with that cave, as it kind of goes in a circle, a kind of spiraling circle up the mountain. So the closest point you can leave your cart would be about 50 feet from the cave entrance.
Is there a spot where it would be somewhat hideable if we had some underbrush to it?
As you kind of get to that point, you will notice that the underbush is extremely sparse at this height. Actually, from the kind of 100 feet below you upwards, it is kind of almost bald. There seems to be some structure within the mountain that has been kind of swallowed up by time, by the rocks around.
Well, do you want to drag the cart up to that 50 feet point or leave it down here?
Might as well drag it.
How do you wish to get it up there?
Carefully.
Not all the way up, but you said the closest we could get it was 50 feet to it?
Yeah, there's a path.
Yeah,
50 feet below it, you have a path there that you can easily get to the path. That's right.
Yeah, so that's where we'll take it to.
All right. I mean, then you already got there. Sorry, I meant that you already are at the 50 feet away, and you kind of notice this cave up that you cannot actually reach with the cart unless you will want to somehow carry it up.
I mean, I got some pulleys and we got rope.
Do you want to start delving into that?
Nah.
All right.
But was there a path from here to the actual cave opening?
Not a organized path. But you can walk. I mean, you can climb up there. It's not a hard climb. It's just that with a cart, it will probably be very hard. Very hard. kind of too steep for climbing with a with the cart on your back.
Right, let's get going then. Anybody going to struggle with this, or I can climb up and set up a rope for you.
Just to be clear, there is no issue, as in I'm not asking for any rolls for it. It's not like a too steep to to climb or anything like that you actually need to climb. It's more like
I know, but
yeah,
we have a
okay.
few dainty people here, but they might not want to degrade themselves with climbing.
Anyone?
Sorry, what was the question?
If you needed a rope set up for you.
Maris probably will.
Good nerd.
All right. So I'm guessing, yeah.
I'll use grappling hook and stuff to help myself climb up easily enough and find a place to attach a rope.
It would add another half an hour to organize this, but after that, you basically secure the rope for everyone to climb very easily upwards. The only question I have is, do you leave the rope attached there while you will go in?
Yes, actually. But I will, unless it is needed, I will untie the grappling hook from it.
You don't need the grappling hook. The grappling hook, I'm guessing you use to kind of climb up.
Yep.
And afterwards, you kind of tie the rope somewhere, using maybe some pulleys or such to just, secure it. But yeah. So yeah, after a half an hour, you all are up there. The rope is still kind of tied to go down, and you have your grappling hook with you. Do you wish to enter the cave? The opening of the cave is rather large.
I'll look at the rope and then to the others and ask, should we make an effort on concealing it or just leave it hanging freely?
I
do want it to be staying tied up so we can more safely, rapidly escape this cave.
That's what I'm thinking too. I do have a couple of ropes if we need one getting out again, so if it gets taken, it's not the worst.
Right. Let's get to it then. I'll pull the sword and board out and lead the way in.
All right. One moment, let it load for everyone and you can see it, or is it still pixelated for some?
I see it. And that is quite the architecture change.
So before you get to this,
new house.
Before you get to this room, you actually will go through some steps leading downwards into this cave. As you kind of go through two doors that have been slightly ajar, you will get to this room. At the end of the corridor, you can see another doorway leading into probably another room or a continuation to this hallway. The pyres seem to be lit, or rather braziers seem to be lit. They have been burning for a while, since you can see that they already are a bit low on consumables, but they are still lit. The place seems to be littered with blood. Most of the blood seems to be very dry and old, but still blood.
Cave of Blood.
Lives up to its name.
Smells like trap to me, so I will be checking for traps.
But roll for perception or investigation. You're gonna look onwards to search for any traps. Let me just double check to see how far you do that. So up to here. Up to here,
20 feet, huh?
Well, I would say that beyond that, your sight is less useful. You kind of look around, trying to find any traps to this flooring. As far as you can tell, it is actually trapped. You can see that there are these larger tiles seem to be very slightly. I mean, it's very not obvious, kind of higher than the rest of the stones. As you kind of look from the sideways, you can see that there is some mechanism below them, probably a pressure plate of some kind. You're not sure exactly what the trap will trigger, but you do know that it will trigger something.
I don't know what kind of trap it is, but it's definitely a trap. Try to stay on these higher parts.
Oh no, the opposite. You want to stay on the lower part.
The lower part, okay.
Yeah, one moment. I'm just going to paint the trap so people will know. Yep. Oh, and also here. And the rest of them are just standing behind.
This massive pile of blood is concerning me, though. I look up.
All right. You look up and you can see these. The ceiling up until here is kind of very nicely kind of smoothed out rock, and then here there are these small holes to the ceiling. As you kind of peer into one of these holes, you can see a glint of metal inside of it and something sharp at the end. It looks a bit like the end of maybe a spear.
I'll take out my own spear and tap these tiles to see what triggers it.
Right. You press on one of the tiles and you can see a bunch of fully metal rods with very sharp ends kind of crash onto the ground with a very loud kind of clang before you can hear this metal chain pulling itself back up.
Very loud, you say?
Yes. Probably people outside the cave heard it.
I would like to imitate my best Wilhelm scream.
Alright, roll performance.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
You give out a scream, which you think is very convincing.
How can I figure out which thing actually triggered it?
Oh, I will tell you which tile triggered it. I'll paint it. This is the one that triggered it this time, and as you pressed on the other one, it was still kind of, reeling up, but it did seem to go down, and you're guessing it would have activated as well on the other side.
But nothing in the middle.
The trap activates on the entire area, but basically these are the two tiles that will activate it. The middle seems to be safe.
I'll still proceed with the shield over my head, hoping to be able to deflect it or push myself out of the way using the force.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem to trigger when you go below it.
Couple more traps.
You can spot more traps. Don't move yet. There you go. As you kind of look onwards, you can see these tiles to the side that you expected. And then you actually notice that the designer of these traps have been kind of trying to be a smartass about it and change the position of where the trap triggers are to the middle. You can see these tiles seem to be slightly different in design. And they seem to be also slightly elevated, probably also pressure plates. The sides seem, on the other hand, to be at surface level, as in not show any movement, any kind of elevation to it. And as you kind of push against them, they don't seem to trigger or anything like that.
What are these pillars, by the way?
Pillars seem to
Support
be...
pillars, or
You're thinking that it's support pillars, but the design of this cave doesn't seem to indicate that it would need such support. Also, there is moss around the pillars, and you don't see any wetness to the place.
would like to
Or
hop
rather,
over
no new
here.
hub. Right. You jump into the brazier.
Look behind the pillar.
Behind the pillar, you can see the basically the cave kind of being smoothed around. There are some thin lines in the walls, kind of as though forming this half circle of small thin lines.
Well, that warrants further investigating.
Mhm.
By the way, there's traps over here and here, and that one, tricky one.
Roll investigation or perception.
Considering how fearful he is that this might be magical in origin, he's going to be perceptive.
You look at these lines and kind of look up towards where they're coming from. And you kind of follow them down and try to see what exactly they're doing. The lines end at a bit below the stone that you're standing on. As you kind of check out closely these lines, you can see that they have signs of moss in them. It seems as though they used to contain something wet or water, and it grew some moss on it, which, according to the state of the moss, has not been very a long time ago. It's been probably a few days since this happened.
I'll rip up some of the moss.
How do you wish to do it? I mean, it's inside the thin lines in the wall. Your fingers won't reach it.
But my dagger might.
You use a dagger and cut a small piece from the moss away from it and take it to your hand. The moss seems to be relatively dry, but the part that would have been sticking to the wall seems to be slightly moist. As you look at the part where you cut it off from, you can see that there is a very gentle wetness kind of seeming to be streaming down.
Hey, I'm no structural engineer, but why is there water in the walls here? See all the moss growing?
Just give a shrug. I'm a wizard, not an architect.
Probably hasn't been, in use, or maybe it's been built a long time ago and nature's taking its toll. I don't know. But probably should be wary that it might be slightly unstable.
These lines, by the way, do not seem natural. They are too straight.
Stick a dart in the line and then hammer it in.
I'm just going to ask, what is the purpose?
See if it is some kind of mechanism, like a door or a something designed to break apart at some point or open.
How hard would you like to try and hammer it?
Well, you never start by going full swing.
No, I know, but
tap
up until
your way
what?
until it's safe. And if it's staying very light in how much is needed to actually make progress, I'll stay light. But if it suddenly stops, I'll give it a decent whack after I make sure I have enough perch on the dart.
What's your passive athletics?
It is 17.
You hit it a couple of times. The dart with a hammer? You have a hammer? Yes, no?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You hammer it a bit into the wall. At first, nothing really happens, and you start hammering it a bit harder as you can hear a crack. You look at the spot where you hit, you don't see any cracking to the surface, though it seems to be slightly kind of dented, as in the wall seems to have dented inwards, though as weird as it is, you don't see any signs of actually the tip of your dagger doing any damage to the wall itself.
It's battering ram time.
All right.
Well, Mage Man isn't moving, so I'm gonna jump on over.
All right, roll athletics with advantage. Guillermo. You take your... Tugger, what are you athleticing?
Huh? Oh,
What are you athleticing?
my said I was jumping over, and he said athletics with advantage.
Oh, no, not you. Sorry, I meant to
Oh.
get it wrong.
Oh.
Which the yeah, so, sorry. I thought that you're trying to do something that I'm not aware of. All right, so Galeron, you take your battering ram and hit the wall, and you put some force into it. As you do, there are some cracks forming on the wall, but not inside the lines, more like along the walls atop these lines. You kind of pull back the battering ram, expecting to go, second swing. But before you manage to do that, the wall seems to start to crumble, and you can see some small debris starting to fall on your head from the ceiling. Do you wish to stand there, or remain standing there?
Shield up and head back over here.
You can see the debris continuing to fall, and the wall seems to be crumbling down, or at least the outer layer of it. Tugrin, would you be staying standing there?
What'd you say? Sorry.
The wall seems to be crumbling, and the ceiling at this spot seems to start crashing in or crumbling in.
Yeah, I don't want to be here. Can I scoot around the brazier safely?
You can also jump back on the safe place. I mean, if you wish, or you can.
I mean, you say it's safe, but it's surrounded by pressure plates. I don't feel like being near those.
I mean, you can scoot around the brazier.
Yeah, I'll like to do that instead. Thank you.
All right. So, everyone roll a dex save.
Oh, what fun! I killed us in the first few minutes.
Oh, it gets worse.
Yep.
So
Dex
ends the story.
You know how
Except for Idabin.
you know how there are pressure plates,
Yep.
and you know how debris falls from the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
why I didn't jump into the middle?
Okay,
Hoping
so
it would crash out in that direction.
You've doomed us all.
That's okay. Better than dying in a watery tomb that only you and me can survive in.
It's not dying then. It's just, vibing.
You'd have to endure my company for an unknown amount of time.
the good news
I
is
can
that
swim up. It's fine.
the good news is that the first saving throw you all save from. Now Alyeth, Idabin, Tagrin, Merson, General. Actually, everyone, yes. Roll another dexterity saving throw for half damage.
Another one.
Yes.
Our proficiency with this bullshit, Eddie. I still can't roll high. Ah.
You're saying that to the guy who's got expertise in perception.
So, Everyone except for Idabin and Tagrin saved for half. So the full damage
So what's the
is
first one for, though?
the debris from the ceiling.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
So, yeah. You all take 17 damage, or half if you saved.
Okay.
So
That's
9
a lot.
if you saved. Stop
Ow.
triggering traps.
Yeah, glare on.
Hey, if you're going to trigger traps, you got to make sure to trigger them all.
So after the debris starts falling, at first you all kind of manage to avoid the debris from falling on you. But before you kind of take a moment to appreciate you not getting hit by any of the debris before you notice some of the debris starting to land on these pressure plates, and you can hear this click as the traps start to descend upon you. Those that have saved basically manage to go down on the floor and basically lie down, and it just kind of hit you very lightly on the back, but didn't do major damage to you. The others got it landing on them and actually doing some damage to them. After it triggers... Yeah?
No, just going to say, what's a little spinal injury?
After it triggers, it slowly, you can hear these chains pulling it back up. There is now a bunch of debris on the floor where you broke the wall. The column that is here seems to have cracked as well, and seems to be very unstable.
That's interesting. I'd like to see... Yeah. I mean, this whole cutout thing that is clearly across all of this, it's still there and still fully intact. It's the wall around it that is broken, right?
Yes. Yes, sorry.
I'll hold my hand in front of it. Is there air moving?
What's your passive perception?
14.
Definitely. There is cold air moving in.
It didn't work out as planned, but there's definitely something behind here. So, he was not dead.
Kind of hit me quite hard.
Yeah, I'm not sure standing in the trap area when debris is falling is a good idea.
Right.
Saying the man who triggered it?
So...
Yeah, but I was confident.
Should we go back?
If you want. Or we can move forward.
I feel like taking a little step back and, recovering from this is a good idea. Don't want to waste resources already.
Sure. You guys head on back to the door. I'll get to work on this.
I mean, like taking, like a little rest.
Yeah.
Just to, recover.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
You can be outside the door if you want, or further up if you want.
I'm just going to stay away from where things are being messed with. Anyone want to join me?
Don't you want to trigger another trap?
Maybe later.
Alright. Tagrin, you're staying in the trap zone?
Right.
Maru?
So I'm gonna attempt a short rest.
Yes. We'll see if Galeron will crack the old ceiling on you. Let's see. Yes?
And double use this. So if we get the short
You stay where you are.
Oh, fuck no, I'll leap back over and...
Okay. Everyone trusts you fully?
Yep, great. I'm gonna put the shield on my head and bring out the crowbar.
Alright.
Because if the wall is gonna give, then I'll make use of that and use whatever this plate is in the center as leverage.
Okay.
Hi-ho, hi-ho.
You don't need to roll anything. That's the good news. You take your crowbar and stick it between two pieces that seem to be a bit loose, and start kind of playing with it to kind of give way and break it down. You manage to move away some debris, or rather some pieces of rock that were composing the wall. As you do, some more debris kind of falls down. Roll another deck save.
Here I put on my mining helmet.
You will take half damage because you have the shield above you.
Hurts so good.
Wow. Look at the damage rolls.
Yeah, but that's because it's only me taking it this time.
So you take half of it, 8 damage. You had saved, by the way, it would be quarter. But after the ceiling,
okay.
after the ceiling collapses pretty much on you, and you manage to kind of move your shield to move all the debris away from you, you can see that behind this wall there seems to be best way to describe it is probably a waterfall, or rather water streaming down, a rush of water going down. The stream doesn't end where you are. It seems that the leaking that you saw probably was a actual leak, because the stream seems to be going straight down and below this floor. Though there seemed to be another room behind this waterfall. As in,
Of course, there's a
if
room
you
behind a waterfall. If it wasn't a room behind a waterfall, I would be so disappointed.
I don't have a map for the room. I do apologize because I don't have
That's
anywhere to
okay.
fit it properly on this map. So
Invigorated by this change, I have a second wind as I step in.
good. You step into a small room. It's really an exaggeration to call it a room. It's basically the cave being smoothed out to form this room. There doesn't seem to be a door where you entered from, but the waterfall kind of acts as almost like a doorway. You are completely drenched at this point because of the waterfall, but apart from that, you're fine. The water is extremely cold. Inside this room, you can see 3 markings on the walls. Roll religion. Oh boy. You look at these markings on the walls, and it looks like drawings of a kid. You don't think it means anything. There are also, below each of these drawings, 3 what seem to be very big and heavy chests made of metal. It doesn't seem to be precious metal, more like probably lead.
Well, I will step back out and look around the pillar and go like, hey, do bugbears have children?
I mean, they need to make more somehow, right?
Yeah, good point. I found a room here. It looks like somebody's been, painting on the walls, having fun. But there's chests. And Target, you're gonna love this. There's a waterfall.
Oh, lovely. Well, that explains the water you saw earlier, I suppose.
Yeah. So we can go and check that out. Though I have no idea how you're supposed to access that room, because there clearly wasn't any mechanism in that wall. But when the chests were lead, I think, doesn't that usually mean something bad?
It's to do with magic, yes.
Kind of looks to the others.
Nurse, Ardiath, you're the magic casters here.
It doesn't necessarily mean something bad, just something that they want to keep hidden.
I mean,
Right.
there's no such thing as, like, in my opinion, like, bad magic. I mean, there's certainly, like, spicy magic, which is a bit taboo, but it's not bad. People want to hide shit. They want to hide shit.
You make it sound like it's like some sort of culinary thing, like spicy.
No, if you want to hide something with a bit of, like, magic, it's spicy sorcery, you know?
You're weird.
He is a wizard.
I'm that kind of wizard.
In my experience, all wizards tend to be weird in some way or another.
I wouldn't say Arlet's weird.
Oh, she is. She's just better at hiding it.
I'll just smirk.
No.
But you're inciting the smirk?
Yeah, I was going to say, can I insight check to see if Arlet's actually really fucked up? But it's okay.
What exactly are you trying to gain with an insight check?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways.
Oh, other than traps, DM, is there anything on the ceiling?
I mean, no.
This means that the ceiling is trapped.
So, do you guys just want to wait an hour to get short rest, or?
I will, but I'm also very much paying attention to there, hoping that, well, somebody's bound to come and check on whatever the traps snatched up, so I'll be staying on alert.
Strangely, during this entire time, you didn't hear a single sound coming from that door. Or those doors, rather.
Huh. Oh, short rest it is.
You can all benefit from a short rest.
Song of Roast.
Indeed. Song of Gnomes.
Nomrom!
Indeed.
Not
So,
spending
wait,
hit
can I-
die.
Can I have a what do you call a campaign where I'm just an elder tree?
You're just an elder tree, you're just a tree. I mean,
Yeah,
it'll be a very interesting. It will be a very interesting campaign for you. Yeah, I mean, you could be a Warforged.
Not sure that hit die will be enough, though. You sure?
No, I was just adding it with the Song of Rest to start with, and then I'm adding them one at a time to check that it's fine. Being lazy.
So after an hour of resting, you guys feel refreshed.
Indeed.
If anything, that cold shower was refreshing.
That too.
So
It also cleaned the
you
blood off
figure
you.
out this door, I'm gonna stand over here, right? Sorry.
Oh, you want to check the door? I figured we could check the cave. Because, I mean, there's 3 chests, probably with magic in them. I'm not good with that.
Right. Let me see.
It's just one room, tiny one with these chests.
Let me come and figure the magic out.
Will ritual cast attack magic before approaching.
All right. Yep. So he says he's coming, and then you can just hear him chanting to himself, and standing there chanting. Basically, anyone wants to do anything during those 10 minutes? All right. So 10 minutes later, Adabin is finally joining up.
I will use my shield as a umbrella for him to pass through the waterfall.
Mm-hmm. So,
This way, my lady.
Anything magical in this room to start with?
No. But you could roll religion for the drawings on the wall.
Not interested.
Not interested. Okay. So, don't
He's
roll.
interested in getting use out of his spell, so he's walking with the Galarian.
I mean, you were already in, so yeah.
Yeah.
You can see
With
3
the,
lead chests.
Okay, and nothing
And
magical.
drawings. No.
Okay.
There is a drawing at each chest, isn't there?
Yeah, above each chest on the wall there is a drawing. That's why I asked for a religion check, but
Okay.
Let's
Then
do the
he is
squiggle.
interested.
go on.
Nah, I'm sure it's just a child's drawing. Don't worry about it.
Religious squiggles. I'm very proficient.
Your roll is amazing. You don't exactly understand what it means, though the drawings seem to suggest. Above one, it would suggest something about your thinking the dead. Above the second, it seems to have this motive of destruction. And above the third, it seems to be a drawing of a person being shunned away from a tribe.
Okay. Both of
I'll
them?
just write it down.
Well, these are cheerful.
Well, what do you
And
expect from
destruction
bugbear
and
children?
shunning away. Let's just open one.
And he just goes over and opens the first one.
Which one is the first? Death, destruction, or shunned away?
Death.
Sorry? Death. Okay.
Death. Mm-hmm.
You open the chest expecting maybe something awful. You, for a moment, kind of close your eyes expecting, fireball or something like that. Nothing happens. You open your eyes and inside you can see a skull. The detect magic still active. That thing is lighting up like a Christmas tree.
That is very magical.
Hey, you should probably have let me check them for traps first.
Oh, right. I thought you
That's
tried
okay.
Yeah,
I thought so too.
The kind of magic on it is evocation and strong necromancy.
So this one is very necromantic. I would not want to touch that.
Well, this is clearly a work for you magically oriented guys. I'll go stand by the door and wait.
You can see
you
the
could
magic
check the other
is
two for traps
leaking.
just to make sure, if you want.
The magic from the skull seems to be starting to leak out, as in starting to spread.
He'll close the lid on it.
All right. The spread stops and then vanishes.
So don't leave that open too long. It starts leaking out necromantic magic. I don't really like that, so I close it again.
Which one do you want to check out now?
He'll check the other ones for traps. Just because one isn't trapped doesn't mean the other one's aren't. So he'll check the next one, destruction.
So at destruction, you check for traps. So roll perception or investigation. You don't spot any traps.
Okay.
You open the lid, and there seemed to be a single wand in it. As you look with your detect magic, it's lighting up like a Christmas tree again. Very, very strong evocation. And it also starts spreading.
This one is evocation and is now leaking out again. Oh, okay.
And then he closes the lid.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll just open the last one without checking for traps at all, because,
The third one is empty. Or rather, it is empty, but there was something in it from the dust pattern. We don't know exactly what it was.
If any of you took this, I would recommend that you put it back, but could also be someone else, I guess.
And you keep saying stuff is leaking. Isn't there time to see a doctor?
I don't know, man. I just don't want magic leaking all over me.
Like, is leaky magic? I mean, are there even magic doctors?
I don't know. Wouldn't that be a wizard?
A voodoo doctor.
I'll look at Arleth.
Arleth?
Hmm?
Do you want to do anything about leaky magic? Apparently you're the doctor here.
Would I have ever heard of anything that could
Leaky
be
magic?
There? Yes.
Alright. Roll Arcana.
I will assist pouring in my own knowledge and experience.
Alright.
Pouring in your own leaking?
Oh yeah, I'll offer what I know also know about leaky magic.
Alias, what is your background?
A sage.
Alright. Alias, you would actually be the one to think you know what it is, or rather you know what kind of magic this is. From research that you read that was done from a archmage several years ago, when magic seems to leak out from items, they normally have tremendous power. But the only times that people have encountered items that seem to leak magic, it's from artifacts. Items of tremendous power, probably left from the time of either the gods or the great wars between of magic in this world. You do know that artifacts without proper knowledge of exactly how to use them can be extremely dangerous to the wielder or to its surroundings.
Okay. I would share all that.
I could try to identify him, but that would require me touching them. Would you advise that?
I don't know what the trigger is, so you're not sure, are you?
I'm not too sure, but wielding them in the wrong way can be dangerous, so do so at your own risk, I guess?
I forget. Was any of us able to detect curses?
Surely Targrim can do it. Alright, so you don't get an answer.
Random chests. Definitely sounds cursed to me. Carry on.
I will just slowly raise my hand on the whole detect curse thing.
Can you do so safely?
Yeah, I don't need to be touching stuff.
Okay, so if I open the lid, can you check if they're cursed?
I will need 10 minutes, but yeah.
All good.
I'll start
So-
ritual casting detect curse.
So 10
Would be
minutes
a bit
later,
safer to check these items if we know they're not cursed at least.
I pop all 3 lids open when the 10-minute mark.
why would you open the third that is empty? But never mind.
Oh, then show me the 2.
So 10 minutes later, you look towards. Actually, could you cast a detect curse?
Oh fuck!
Yes, let's roll.
I'm afraid.
Don't worry about it.
It doesn't work on artifacts.
Oh, that just means they're not artifacts then, huh?
I don't know.
Go and roll.
Oh god.
Oh, the roll is to identify the curse.
Yeah, I know. And the second item?
Oh!
There are no curses on either.
after doing the spell, and I'll just kind of stand there for a moment and like, it's not going to work on artifacts.
Right. Not helpful,
Okay, okay, we can do this easier. Which one would you rather not touch?
I'd rather not touch the skull with the necromancy leaking out of it.
I will walk over to the skull.
Mm-hmm. And
a finger into each eyeball.
And say, Arleth, this looks interesting. Why don't you identify it?
Arleth looks like she's trying to like hold herself back, but then she just walks over to the skull.
Right, what do you wish to do?
I would like to try to identify it.
You do. Do you pick it up?
That is required for identification.
Mm-hmm.
So you come to the skull. You put your hand on the skull for a moment. It's slightly warm, as though, much like a living being. It has this warmth to it. As you are about to cast magic, you can feel a presence in your mind. It doesn't say anything or do anything. But as you're about to start casting, you can feel this sharp pain. And it kind of stops you from starting even to cast. It doesn't deal any damage for now, but it was a sharp pain as you tried.
Okay.
Like it felt like a nail in your head.
Hmm.
The skull, your hand, even though you haven't been planning to kind of pick it up towards you, you guys can see Arlieth kind of pulling the skull out and holding it up. She seems to be almost as though mesmerized, looking into its eyes. The eyes don't seem to be glowing or anything like. It just seems to be a skull. Though there is something inside the skull, or rather, something inside the skull. Arlieth, after a moment of you just kind of trying to start casting and stopping, you kind of look towards the skull and kind of surprise yourself that you're actually holding it so close to your face. Before you notice that inside of it, there seemed to be very much a moist brain.
Mm. Okay. I will try and put it back in the box.
As you start moving it towards the box, you can feel another sharp pain in your mind. Again, no damage.
Hmm.
So, Arlieth, what do you wish to do?
Not sure. I'm gonna try and cast Identify once more on it.
Although, wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Mark yourself as unconscious.
Well,
You're
shit.
not dying, just unconscious.
Okay.
You guys can see Arlieth starting to start forming words of magic. As she pronounces the first one, you can see her suddenly kind of... there's this flash of green light straight towards her from the skull before she just collapses onto the floor, unconscious. The skull, even though she collapses to the floor, it's as though her muscles in her hand are still conscious in some way and are actually holding the skull close to her, as though hugging it so it won't be harmed from the fall.
Galarian, could you help us over here?
It's looking a bit cramped. What happened?
The skull seems to be controlling her somehow.
But that's not good.
No.
Maybe there's a knack to it, and I'll go and pick up the skull off Aurelath's unconscious body.
Oh, here we go.
That one over here, get out of the way.
Merce, you go
Yeah.
to grab the skull. You put your hand on the skull. It feels slightly warm to the touch. But as you're about to pick it up from her, you can feel this presence in your head. And you can feel a distaste, as though it doesn't like you. Do you wish to continue trying to pull it up from her?
Put it in the box if you're gonna touch it.
Wait, what was that?
Put it in the box if you're gonna touch it.
I will try and wrestle it back into the box.
Are you
Valerian's
still trying to
gonna
pick
be,
it up?
Yeah, I'm trying to put it into the box.
Aaron's gonna pick up Arleath and try to get her out of the room at least.
Where do you... Oh, you put it to her through the... yeah. There's.
Yeah.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
About that DPK.
About that potion.
There's.
You know what?
You pick up the skull. It is in your hands for a moment before you feel the strongest urge to put it back on Arleath.
Now, see, if I touched it, would have been fine, you know?
Am I compelled to obey this command?
You can feel that you have a very strong suggestion in your mind to put it back, or harm will come your way.
And Arleth has just been taken out of the room.
Yes.
Okay. I will first ask Gelaron, where are you taking Arleth?
Is he currently holding the skull now?
Mm-hmm.
Admin will start pushing mirrors towards the box.
No. There's a thing here.
Yes, and it needs to go in the box.
Fine. It just wants to be returned to somebody else. And
Yes, the box.
No, it doesn't want to go back to the box.
Okay, but it's going there.
I would have thought you lot would have understood magic by now, but apparently the surface is still so far behind.
Okay, magic is and can I, like, whilst I'm speaking, try and slip in the incantation to identify while holding the skull?
He is definitely taking your arm and putting it towards the box while you're doing that.
It doesn't need to go back in the box. It wants to go to Arla, and I will be safe and
Your arm is being pulled
cautious.
towards the box.
No.
Okay. Athletic.
Hang on a minute.
Here's a question. Idabin.
Yeah.
What part of him would you be touching to try and do it?
Around the shoulder.
You're a halfling. I raise my arms.
Okay.
There's. You tried to cast magic, right?
Yeah, I will try and cast Identify.
Cool. You are starting to cast the magic. You can remove the spell slot. As you finish casting it, you don't remember the last minute. You have no recollection of what just happened, but you have the strongest feeling this skull should be in Arlia's hands.
I'm still trying to like climb him and push him into the box. So.
You can
That's
roll
what he's
an
gonna wake up to.
athletics.
I'm trying to avoid him and trying to leave the room.
Yes, you have disadvantage due to being completely confused.
Important question. Would he fit as a whole in the box?
Sorry?
I'm not saying that he's going to have to live in the box, but a room for Maras in the box.
Yes.
In which
We
case...
have opportunities.
So, Adabin, you managed to push or move Maris towards the box. Though, how would you get him to drop the skull?
Basically trying to hit his wrist onto the edge of the box so that it kind of like lets go of the skull into the box.
My hands are in the air. How is the box up there?
Because I've pulled you down.
Yeah, he's
the
using
box.
strength. So I
Also,
would
you
ask
try keeping your arms up in the air when you have a halfling, you know.
If I'm hanging off your arm, how are you keeping it in the air?
I don't know.
What's your strength, Maris?
Yeah, you're not exactly a strong man, are you?
My strength?
Yes.
10.
Adabin, how heavy is your equipment?
I am currently having, let me see, at least 100 pounds on me.
Do you have a spare 100 pounds of carry weight,
no.
Maris?
No.
So, okay. So your hand is coming down. Regarding if you drop it, strangely enough, his hand, instead of letting go of the skull as you would expect, is grabbing it tighter. Though it seems, according to Maris's face, involuntary.
It wants to go to... get your fucking... It wants to go to Arla.
Darkrin, can you help me here? It looks like he doesn't have control of his hand.
Fine. I suppose I can assist. Come now. What are we doing? Pointing to something.
Iderman will actually...
Can you help me hold his hand here? We need to get this skull out of his hand.
All right. Oh no.
Listen.
Yeah.
Okay, can I try and turn so that Idabin's hands go on the skull?
Yes,
That'd be
spread
very
the
difficult.
misery.
Yeah, then they'll understand it wants to go back to Arla.
Alright. I will say you need to roll an athletics and a counter athletics by Adabin with advantage.
So equal.
So you manage to, you can see him start to move about his hand, wriggle it, almost touching you as he does so with the skull. Luckily, you manage to kind of still hold your ground and, with the help of Targrin, not touch the skull. I will say, wait, Maris, roll a dex saving throw. The skull falls into the chest.
And he'll close the lid as soon as he can.
Maris, roll a wisdom saving throw. Beautiful, you take half damage.
Uh-oh.
What's the average damage on a disintegrate?
I'm
So half damage from that.
Oh. So... 11?
Hey, he low rolled at least.
Well,
No,
at least
12.
one dice.
It's rounded up, so...
12 damage.
You miscalculated,
will
but
close
okay.
the lid and literally sit on the box.
Alright.
Do I
Maris?
still have the compulsion to take it to
No.
Arla? Okay,
No.
yeah, I'm just gonna walk out the room.
Right.
But you did the miscalculation on your HP.
Is it one? Is
No,
that right?
it was supposed to be
12
10 on, it was supposed to be 10 out of 22. You have 10 left, Stephen.
Oh.
It was 12 damage, not 10 damage. Alright, so you are still fine for now. Nurse, as you kind of go out and you cross the water, you feel this very strong pain coming from your hand. You look towards your hand and you can see the skin seems completely wrinkled, as though time has passed on it. You can see these splotches of blood on your hand, and at some points in your skin, you can see this almost like rot on your fingers.
Ugh. You should get that looked at.
Yeah.
I can cast. Give me a second here. Are you still gonna take the skull if I move from this? It's not a no. Hello.
Maris?
Wait, sorry. What?
Are you still trying to take this skull?
No. I can't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He's
Go
sure.
Nat 1. Nat 1.
Okay. And he'll jump off and go over and let me see that hand.
I'll show him the hand like a child, like.
You don't heal anything.
That's concerning.
This is rather troublesome. We should check on Nala.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna ritual cast Detect Curse again on myself.
In the meantime, Dagrin, can you make sure he doesn't open the box?
I'll take up Ivan's old position of sitting on the chest.
Okay. So, Galeron, she's definitely breathing and she has a pulse. Idabin.
That's something, at least.
Also, she has rapid eye movement.
I know this is generally frowned upon, but I will gently slap her on the cheeks.
She doesn't
Which
wake
ones?
up.
He will check her hand, the same hand she was holding it in.
Chloe. How would your hands normally be like?
What do you mean?
A description of your character's hand.
They have 5 fingers.
Hope so.
I mean, you're an elf, so very fair skin, and whatever your natural color is, I believe it's blue.
That would I.
The only sort of marks on them, I guess, would be like small paper cuts or things from like going through books and scrolls and papers and stuff. But
so
yeah,
here's the thing. On the other hand, there are some light blemishes to it, as she said, some paper cuts and such. This hand is perfectly good, as in there are no blemishes whatsoever.
This is very opposite of how it affected Maris. It's basically sucked any life out of it. My healing doesn't even work on it.
Chloe. Come to the other room.
Oh no.
Channel switched. User joined your channel.
Hello.
Morning. How you doing?
I don't know.
Good. So, I need you to work with me here.
Okay.
You are under the influence of that skull. You will wake up, and your only concern, it's not your character, it's the concern of the skull and it's controlling you, is to get the skull out of you. Now,
Okay.
I'll make it clear. The skull doesn't want you to kill them in any way. It doesn't want to harm them. It just wants out. You have complete recollection of this character's memories. You know everything she knows. And you will use any means in regards to talking, convincing, lying, whatever you need to get that skull out. Now, I'm letting you have it however you want to do it. It's up to you. But this is your only concern in regards to your character is not interested in the quest currently because it's not your character. You're basically controlled to do something. Okay? You're good with that?
Yeah.
Do remember you're not trying to harm your crew. The skull doesn't want you to kill anyone or do any harm.
Okay.
Shall we go back?
Mm-hmm.
Channel switched. User joined your channel.
Alright. This will be kind of the end of the session, but I will still describe it. You all are kind of, or not everyone, but Galeron and Idabin, you're next to Arlieth. As a moment after you explore her hand, her eyes suddenly open in a very sudden kind of opening of her eyes. Chloe, you can mark you have full health again.
Okay.
You look
You're
around and you
awake.
can see both of them above you.
Are you right?
I would just sit straight up without saying anything and start looking around quickly.
Go
You
back to the
kinda-
living.
You kind of passed out from that skull.
Are they it?
Hmm?
I'll snap my fingers a few times that in front of her and be like, "You sure you're all here?"
Yeah, I'm fine. I feel great.
Oh, that's
Not sure, but have you ever look at this hand? And he'll kind of like gesture to her hand she was holding it in. Does this hand look different to you?
I'll look at the hand for a few seconds.
You do recall that it has had blemishes before.
Oh, I was a bit confused there. You were talking to because I definitely wouldn't have been studying her hands that very much closely all the time. No.
I see. But Olive, is your hand looking different to you?
It looks healthier.
Right, because after Maris took the skull out your hand, and we fought to wrestle it into the box from him, his hand looks a lot worse, and I can't heal it. Kinda looks like life was drained out of him into you. You know how necromancy is. Just curious if anything would happen for you to be in contact.
Hmm.
We sealed it in a box. Please don't open it. It was a bit of a fight to actually get it in there again.
I just want to study it just a bit.
You do know you just got like knocked unconscious from it.
What if I study it by looking at it? I just want to have an idea of what to research when we get back into town. This is a very interesting item.
Is these boxes movable? And kind of like walk over and start like trying to push around the one that's empty.
The box itself weighs around 300 pounds.
Okay, but can I like move it even like the slightest bit?
Oh, how much is your strength?
10.
How much is your push drag lift?
Let me see.
Believe that
It is exactly 300.
Yep.
You could barely move it.
I thought diesel's quite heavy, but we could technically, if we cooperated, bring this out of here in a safe container.
Yeah, sure. Let me just get on in here. Like you said, one of them was empty.
Yeah, the one I'm standing at here. Third one.
Do we need that one then?
No.
I'll open the one he's standing at.
Did we even open the third one, like, at all?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
we looked
empty.
into it. We looked into it. That has an item that's magical with evocation. Very magical.
A
too.
wand.
Yes.
A wand? Wow.
A wand of evocation that had a marking next to it of what was it called? It was destruction.
I don't want to just.
Fireball.
I want to just stick my hand in the box and run it over where the dust imprint is.
Okay. Roll a intelligence saving throw.
Oh no.
You run your hand along the dust, or where the lack of dust is. You pick something up, but you're not sure what.
So he was kind of working his way towards one of the corners, and he stops and grabs and then looks at Idabin and like, yeah, no, this wasn't empty. I was going to check for the hidden layer, but I'll hold a hand up that is currently grabbing something.
That has some sort of illusion on it, because I cannot detect that.
I have no idea what it is, and if it's going to do anything like what it's been doing with you guys, kindly chop my hand off.
Are you able to let go gently into the box again?
Right.
You manage to put it back.
Either
Do we
you
hear anything as it's because I wouldn't be like able to put it flat since my fist is closed. So do we hear anything dropping?
A clank noise, like a clanking noise, or a thud, or
No noise whatsoever.
Yeah, there's no cobalt here.
Alright. Just close the lid for now. We know that there is something in there.
More for me to carry.
So either. Okay, did you feel anything as you touched that?
Felt cold to the touch. Maybe metallic? It was smooth. And it felt like maybe a rod of some kind.
It's cold and kind of long and hard and pretty stiff.
I see. Anything feel like it affected you?
I don't have an urge to do anything in particular.
Okay, maybe you were able to resist whatever it was, or maybe it doesn't have an effect on the wielder.
It's because I can't do magic.
Maybe. Maybe it doesn't activate unless you have aptitude for magic. Well, interesting items nonetheless. I agree
I'm going
with
to
you.
guess that these scribbleries on the walls actually meant something useful then.
Probably. I'll take note of them.
feel like let me see. I believe. Do I have paper? I think I do. Yes, I do. I will write each symbol down.
What, sorry?
I'll copy each of the symbols down.
All right. You copy the symbols. Very good.
What do I write?
Hmm. I will type it.
I'm sure this isn't a bad thing at all.
Actually, wait. If you're writing it down, does anyone look at the symbols apart from Idabin that is copying it? Anyone that hasn't yet checked it?
I mean, it's going to be sitting outside the room, so no.
Aaron?
Depends if I can even see it from
You
where
can.
I'm sat.
I mean, you were inside the room. You saw it. Did you?
Yeah.
Would you have been?
Oh yeah, I'd
Okay.
have a look.
Roll religion.
Oh,
And you have advantage. And you get advantage due to a reason you don't know. But go on. All right.
Good,
So,
because otherwise it would have been yet another 6.
Idabin.
Yes.
This is what you write down. Togrin, you would recognize those symbols. Your kind has a long history of documenting things that have happened to this world. And in history, there are 3 gods that are known to have been banished by the rest of the gods. Banished is a loose term to it because, as far as your kind is aware, they have been imprisoned somewhere in the world, as in inside the earth itself, to be forever banished from affecting or changing the outcome of this world. From anything you know, which is very little because this subject is not exactly well known, more like you know because it has been recorded in some way. But they have been banished due to their action against the living creatures of the world. And the rest of the pantheon has banished them as a collective, not a single god or good or evil, as in every god in the pantheon has agreed to this.
That's not scary at all.
Do you wish to share anything with the class, Targrin?
Yeah, I'll share with them.
You all now know this information. Yeah. Sorry, you can describe it yourself.
No. Words, hang on. Yes, I feel as though we should probably just leave these things here, pretend we never saw them, and go on our merry way. But, well, I've already hung out with you long enough to know that that's not going to happen. And I'll just give, 2 glances towards Maris and Arlev.
Mm-hmm.
What reason do you give for leaving them alone? They're items of power. We could understand them, could gain this power.
I don't feel like messing with power of banished gods, but, who am I to decide what you do?
Banished gods?
Collective Pantheon decided that they were not worth the hassle, so they were banished from interfering with the mortal realm.
That certainly does make him less desirable.
But surely leaving them in here is a worse idea, because who knows who's going to get their hands on them.
Especially now that I kind of opened the way, yeah.
Well, I feel like to drag them along is not a good idea either, so either we hide them again, destroy this room, or, well, find some way of destroying the items themselves.
We can always try to collapse the place whenever we're on our way out.
I mean, I would just like to remind everybody that we're basically inside a inactive volcano.
Right.
But the effects of destroying artifacts could be much worse than taking them with us safely.
I uncovered this room. I guess I'll take responsibility for that.
I'd still at least like some time to try and study them a bit before you do that.
What if we move them, put them somewhere else, and bury them?
Well, for now, let's do what we came to do. And we can always go back to them on our way out.
Who says they'll still be here?
Yeah, that's one of my concerns. Also, do they all fit in one chest?
Regards to
No, that
size,
would be an
yes.
exercise.
Couldn't we just compact them into that? One chest is at least carryable.
I feel like there would be a reason why they're separated. Kind of like you don't want to mix certain things, you know?
I guess. I don't know this stuff.
As you say, sometimes you don't want to mix certain magic together.
I look at Maris. Oh, this must be extra spicy magic then.
Spicy magic is the best.
My back is going to be killing me in the morning.
Well, that'll help, but, you know.
But how can we make sure they won't be taken while we're gone?
Well, we can't lock them with us and, you know, do what we came to do. So either we do what we came to do and take them with us, or we take them with us now, delay our current, task a bit.
Just our character.
Responsibility it is.
I was going to ask, what are we here to do again?
Find some schematics.
Oh.
Right.
The
Well, no,
bugbears have
Murder some
schematics.
bugbears that has some schematics, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
There, you can see the quest.
Ah, right.
Yep. Thelarr will sigh mightily, open his backpack, and approach the chests.
You have approached.
I will start scooping up item after item.
You touch every item?
Not if I can help it.
I'm still vibing on the skull chest. It would be nice to move.
So, tell me, how do you want to pick them up without touching them?
As he starts doing that, Edwin will say,
Can you dump all three? No. Can we
We
not
could,
move
yeah.
one just at a time?
We could just, leave one person here to keep an eye on if you're really that concerned.
This complex is crawling with bugbears. As we make our way in, some of them might get behind us and escape. Or patrols that they have sent out might come in this way and discover this hole and take these items. I don't want to leave them here unattended. And I really don't want to leave one person behind to guard them. And carrying these 3 chests is unacceptable. They are very heavy. Besides,
But they're needed as containers for the item. If outside the chest it leaks magic.
you've already let it leak magic, so what's more?
Oh, it could spread more over time.
Plus, it's not exactly difficult to detect magic, as has been demonstrated. So, if you really want more attention being brought to yourself, there's definitely one way of doing it.
Open to suggestions.
Would you be able to carry one chest at a time with the help of us?
I could probably drag one.
Well, what about, lifting with us helping lift it?
No offense, but most of you are a bunch of noodle arms. Argon might be of use.
I do know, we could still lift something.
Yeah, but I could bench press you.
I'm very optimistic.
The total is greater than some of its parts, after all. But
The problem still remains then that we're carrying one chest at a time, and there are 3. We will not be able to press into this compound with that.
But that's why I'm saying let's move all of it out of the compound, deal with them, hide them if we so desire, and then in the meantime we're delaying what we're doing.
I suppose Jagas didn't give us a time limit.
Right.
we've not gotten past the first room.
Yeah.
Mm,
Right.
I may have an idea to help us get these chests out.
Open to suggestions.
1 second.
Come on, Tensor's floating disk.
I have a spell that we could use. It's basically a platform that we can put the chests onto, and they will just float out with us instead of us having to carry them.
How many could we fit on there?
Not a
It
time.
can hold, yeah, 1 at a time, but we should be able to get them all out.
Let me see. So, if you have one on that disc and Tarkin and I help each other, maybe Maris would be able to help you just enough that you can lift the last one.
Worth a try.
Which one of the 3 chests do you put on the disc?
My favorite.
Always.
Which one is the one that Galeron will be carrying? Or dragging?
Actually, I think I'll be carrying it because I can get it out of the. Can I get it out of the room in 1 minute, assuming I can carry it
Yes.
to the entrance here, basically?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. You will get.
Then I will
to...
use Giant's Might
Mhm.
to grow to large,
Mhm.
which will double my carry in such capacity.
Mhm.
Then all the 3 that last like us should be able to have enough carry weight together.
Yeah. So Arif,
For the last one.
beautiful. So this is where we shall end our session, as you're about to take those chests up out of this mountain, or out of this cave, rather. Do you want some XP?
Yes.
Why not? Why not?
Always want some XP.
1 sec. So how much are you lacking for next level? I mean, the rest of you, Galeron is on a different XP thing.
A lot.
A lot. Okay.
They would be missing about $2,000, no?
About.
Yeah. 2.5 exactly. 2.5 and then 5 XP exactly.
Since you discovered something that was hidden, and it was beautiful because you did it because there is reason and not just random crashing of walls, you will get more XP.
Joy.
I mean, how bad can it be to touch a banished god's artifact, right?
Yeah, I laid hands on the banished god's long, hard rod.
I mean, nothing bad happened.
No.
That we know about.
But do you think that I would hide something from you?
Yes.
I mean, something bad did happen. I mean, poor Maris is here. We'll have to switch a wanking hand.
Yeah, that's my main concern.
So this is where we shall end. I hope you enjoyed this session, even though it was shorter than usual. I'm ending it because we're already 1 hour past, and for some reason no one complained that we're going past, so
Hey, I'll continue playing until we stop, no matter how long.
I think the rest of them want to go to sleep at some point.
I've
no.
been yawning quite a bit.
Yeah,
but
I'm
other than
in
that,
working like 10 hours.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfectly fine now.
okay. It's almost as if
Get a
someone
message
had a
from
nap.
Stitch like Kaiser has passed out, and now I'm fine.
I mean, he's fine now. He woke up, so he
Yeah.
slept. So you know.
I'll give it a few hours. I might pass out again.
Question: next week, is there any reason we can't have a session?
Do not see why not.
None that I can
Okay.
think of.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll check in with Existential Bread.
I might be a bit sore from helping my father move a lot of furniture and stuff. He's moving, so but that shouldn't be an issue. I do expect some kind of in-game cake, however.
I see.
I mean, I don't know about cake, but you can have a brain.
No, I think the brain's taken a liking to Aralith.
I mean, I'm sure she can share.
Yeah, 2 spoons will be good. 2 spoons. We already have the perfect bowl, the skull containing it.
My
Yeah.
brain.
So I hope you enjoyed this session. We shall continue next week. Regarding Curse of Strahd next week, I'm not sure what is going on due to COVID times and all that. I can never tell you if it will be okay or not. So check out at 9 p.m. GMT +2 whether we are starting to stream, or actually at 9:15. If I'm not starting to stream, probably either I'm late or there's no session. So yeah. Good night, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah,